Well, here's some pair of angle head flashlights, and one's fake and one's real. I mean, yeah, they're both angle heads, but this was sold to me as a mil-spec new old stock on eBay. It's not. It's now I knew it wasn't, but then I started having trouble with it and tried to fix the switch a couple times. It was working a little while, but what you really want to look for is the name Fulton. And I'd imagine, you know, it looks very similar, but it's not the same. First off, that says made in the USA on there. And number two, I can tell you right now, I bet you plastic's probably different too. Yeah, this is lighter. This one's lighter than this one. It's like, not a big difference, but it's not very heavy in the first place, so guaranteed the density on the plastic is different. It's very similar looking, but the way they work, totally different. This thing is a piece of crap, and actually what I'm going to do is probably going to use it for some kind of storage or something. You notice I had to put tin foil around here, because this is not actually, it's plastic and it's coated with a chrome paint, and once that wears off, it doesn't work. So I'm going to put this bulb, this guy right here, because this is the main thing that's wrong with these. It's like cheap ass bulbs. And you can see this is, yeah, it's metal. It's a metal ring, or it's a plastic ring, but it's clear plastic, whatever. This thing's going in here, and my krypton bulb is going in here. I like these flashlights though, and with the angle head, because you could stand them up all different types of ways and point them in different, you know, not just hang them on your belt, but I actually have one hanging up on the what do you call it? I don't know, it's where the roll cage is on the little samurai. Oh, this doesn't work now. So something not making contact. Better troubleshoot that. Probably want to change the bulb. Well, it helps when if you put the bulb in the right way. I wasn't really looking at this. I was looking through the little camera lens, and I installed it backwards. It does work fine. So, see, flip it up. This thing's pretty bright with the MAGLITE krypton bulbs. Well, it is bright. I mean, it's just like a little 2-battery MAGLITE, and like you probably saw. See, I put the battery devices in here. These things, and I'm using Rayovac rechargeables. And you're not supposed to use rechargeables with these, but I don't drain them down all the way. And what I like about the Bataroo thing is that they keep it at full brightness the whole time. I don't know if they're not really supposed to work with the rechargeables that well, or they're not supposed to work even with well, they work with some LED lights, but I figure I'm going to recharge these on a Bedini charger. Then I recharge them every once in a while. These are low self-discharge things, so for the way I'm using them, it'll keep it at optimal brightness. That's really what I want. So anyway, here I got my perfection heater out here, so just starting this up. It's like you can see I'll let it burn a little while out here. It's going to be getting down to 30s over here in Florida, believe it or not. So what I'm probably going to do with this one now is I'm going to use this as a stealth container, because I took this switch out, cleaned it up, and it was working good for a day, and then all of a sudden it stopped working right, and I was like, Jesus, man, this thing's going to be bullshit. So anyway, I might be able to fix it, but if it's unreliable, what the hell do I want it for? That's because you're getting a knockoff. It looks exactly the same. What's the difference? See that? The MX991A1 US, that's an American. Fulton, made in USA. This is a mil-spec. This one, blank, and it's got this TL122, which is some kind of Chinese number or something. I'm sure the clip is, like, see, the clip's slightly different, but for all practical purposes, I'm sure the clip works fine. But you can tell the plastic on this is not as dense as this either. So they advertised it as freaking mil-spec. It wasn't. It was bullshit. But there's going to be something unique I'm going to be able to do with that anyway. You see, this is where I hang it in the Suzuki SJ413 pre-Samurai. You can just turn it on right here. Okay. And it lights up the interior pretty good. Okay. So that's where it comes in handy, because you can have this sitting on the ground like this, and you can start pointing any which way. Now, if it's a horizontal light, you can do that, but it's pointing at the ground and it's getting in the way. The ground is getting in the way of it, but this is at least sticking up off the ground. So you can also hang it from the loop like this and point it in different directions. Whereas you can't do that with a regular light that just, you know, where it's coming out the horizontal direction. And it fits, there, it fits right up on there, no problem. Just like I have the, what do you call it over here, this thing, a little knife. So that's what's cool about the Suzuki. It's got little compartments you can freaking put stuff in. You could probably put a little something inside there too, you know. You can make gun compartments in this damn thing if you wanted to. Yeah, that's one reason you don't throw this stuff away, because say you wanted to hide this in there, you could do it nearly easy. Just throw it in here. Fits in there perfect, man. It doesn't rattle around or nothing. And it doesn't get stuck. It just goes right out. So you got this, you got your flick blade, you know. Serrated edge, don't tread on me. Yeah. So it could be used for something like that, or just a, you know, if you sealed up around here, a waterproof container. So, you know, I don't throw nothing away, but I'll probably fix this one way or the other, even if I got to solder it. But yeah, just beware of Chinese crap. This is crap. Sometimes Chinese make some pretty good stuff, but you know, when they're making it for their military, they're good. They usually make some pretty good stuff, but when they're making it for the export market, hang it up, man. So that guy on eBay was a liar. I knew he was, but once I picked this up, it was working for a while, then it stopped working.